Lieutenant Lisa Cole, Chief of Security at the Harford County Detention Center. I started in March of 1998. I've worked in the security department of the detention center. I worked in work release, classification, and IPC processing center when an inmate is first arrested. And I'm currently Chief of Security now. Part of my job now for the detention center is I am a liaison between CID, the Criminal Investigation Division, and the Internal Affairs Division. So I conduct investigations for criminals, inmates, anything that has happened in the facility, and if it's a staff investigation, if an officer has been accused of doing something wrong in the detention center. The most important part of my job is to conduct investigations when inmates have been involved in serious assaults, to make sure that the proper investigations are completed, to ensure that charges are filed, videos are burned, and to work with the state's attorney's office, and to ensure that when officers are accused of something, that they are treated fairly. Okay, yes, my father worked for the Sheriff's Department for close to 30 years, or maybe over 30 years. I'm not positive the exact amount of time. He was the chief deputy when I first started at the detention center, and then he retired and became the warden at the detention center. And my stepmother was a captain, Southern Precinct, when she retired, and now she is the chief of police in Harford, Grace. I have a cousin, Scott Walter, and he's a corporal on the 12 to 8 shift in Northern. My husband, he is Paul Cole, and he works as a sergeant on the security department of the detention center. And my father-in-law is also a sergeant, and he for law enforcement, and he works at the courthouse. When I first applied to the detention center, I wanted a job with benefits and a retirement. When I went through the academy and I saw the teamwork, the bonds that I made with my fellow recruits, and I started working at the jail, and I had such good role models in my life with the people that worked at the detention center, and I thought, wow, I can make this a career. This can be what I can do forever. When I first started at the detention center, I saw that there were not a lot of female supervisors, and there's not a lot of females that work in the detention center. And I thought to myself, wow, I want to be something someday. I want to be a supervisor. I want to go as far as I can in this career. So I've rose through the ranks, became a lieutenant, and now I feel that I've trained these officers that they can go and be successful in their careers, that they have aspirations to become something.